What up, guys? Welcome to today's story. You've been tuning in. We've had a few stories over the last few days. I think my hair is getting all over the mic. Interesting. Anyways, we've had a pretty interesting amount of subjects. Today actually isn't going to be like the subjects we've kind of gone over. This one's not going to be about. Well, it's going to be about injury, but nothing like really life-threatening nor really, this was just more of a young man mistake, but it was related to my alcoholism, and it had a drastic effect due to a dumb choice that a lot of young men in that situation would probably make sometimes. Probably have made and done worse. Maybe even had done fatally. So really, this one's about when I first started my very first business. Not the business I currently am doing with my mobile detailing, but this was actually an auto glass business. Again, I'm not really going to give many names in this ever. I don't really like to give names or tell people's subject. I'm not really going to tell their thing really. I'm going to stick to more of my thing because there's other things that go around it. You'll hear me go, but I'll be very vague on their subjects with it because really I'm just trying to get you the situation along with the choices. It's not really for sympathy. These were choices made. So, I'm not really ever asking for sympathy, but more understanding where I was at the time and how it's help me today and how it can help you. So basically, I started a business. I was living with a friend at the time in Ahwatukee, right where I normally live. She's a good friend of mine, and you'll hear me talk more about him later when I talk more about the alcoholism because he was very helpful in that. And he's still my friend today. Actually, I just talked to him on the phone today. So me and him had an apartment together, and I had started my first auto glass business, my first business really ever. And other than maybe rapping when I was younger, kind of, making money on the stage and stuff with that, just rapping. This camera does not look straight, but okay. But, whoa, that didn't work. That's what happens when you have to do your own cameras, guys. You have these little things. But anyways, we were basically we were living together in these really nice apartments, actually mountainside. You could see a mountain and everything. You had like a pool, spa, everything. It was real nice. So anyways, I had this business doing auto glass, doing everything pretty well, and it's crazy because I was actually starting to do pretty well at it. And one night, me and my buddy and this other girl who I was trying to impress at the time decided to go drinking in this golf course. And there's like these mountains because we're in Arizona. There's all types of golf courses around. And so we went to this mountain thing next to it, and they were sitting watching me, my friend, and this other guy, not the one I lived with, but a different friend who might see this, who I'm not going to name, and he's the same with the girl. And I kind of just ran down this mountain, jumped over a bush, and landed on my heel and broke it on the concrete because I was trying to clear the concrete. I was basically running down a mountain, and it was probably about, 3 or 4 stories high. They aren't really kind of a big hill, but there's a giant bush at the bottom of it, and at the giant bush there's kind of a drop that had like a sidewalk where like the golf carts would go by, and then there was the green. So I was trying to clear this bush, the sidewalk, and land on the green. So I ran and I jumped over the bush. I cleared most of the sidewalk, but my back left heel just nicked the concrete. So when I landed, it hurt pretty bad. At the time, I just thought, I just jammed it or something. I always thought that kind of way when I was younger. So, we go, I put my foot, I could hardly walk. They kind of helped me back to where we're going. There's a spa along the way. We stop. We put my foot in it for like an hour, and I sit there, and I'm like, oh, it feels so much better. And I can hardly walk on it still because I'm probably drunk as heck as well. I'm still doing fine. It doesn't really hit me until the next day. So basically, I wake up the next morning and my foot is just purple. And I tell my roommate at the time, like, I gotta go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital. They tell me I cracked my heel right up the back part of it, and right where I landed on my foot. And they put me in a half cast. And they gave me some pills and like some Vicodin, and they gave me, that's about it. And I went home and I told them not to give me that because, basically what happened after this is really crazy situation. Pretty much for the next month, or two, I really couldn't get anywhere. My roommate was kind of working a lot, plus he was dealing with his own things at the time, which he has this day actually taken care of. But because of that, a lot of my pills it went to him and also this other girl who was actually the one who was there. And pretty much that was my only way to really take care of things. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I was pretty much just at the whim of people helping me. And I lost my business because the guy who I had working for me at the time, who was at the wash, because I was paying per car at the car wash for my guys to be able to pitch windshields, he got back on heroin and actually broke his foot too. And, it was crazy. So all these things kind of tumbled me down into a huge spiral. I lost all this stuff. And I learned a lesson, and I went back and I sold. This started into the car wash game, actually, what started me to own my detailing business today, because then I actually started writing tickets and selling details. My first time ever doing that. So in a way, kind of was the direction giver into where I am today. It's kind of what I always talk about with my alcoholism, is that if it wasn't for my alcoholism, I never would have learned how to detail cars the way I did, because I never would have gotten into the car wash business, and realized how good of a salesman I was, and then learned about this business, learned that, and then started my business once I got, done with all the drinking. So, it was pretty interesting. So, back to what I was saying is, yeah, it was really stressful. I had to deal with friends. I ended up giving away all my pills. I ended up having to usually take ibuprofen to kind of handle it. There was nights where I'd wake up crying, because I was in so much pain because I didn't really have anything for it, and I had a half cast. I didn't have any insurance, so I couldn't go back and get the surgery necessary to get the screw in there. So I kind of just, for the whole time, just kind of pushed my heel backwards, kind of like trying to push it back together again. And I don't know if it's ever healed set or if it's still broken to this day, but it's definitely an interesting story. So this one's a little bit less crazy, but kind of interesting. I hope that you young guys, before you do that crazy stunt for a girl, watch this, because judging how well you are and how inebriated you are and the circumstances, you might want to rethink the action, because you could lose a lot from one thing. That who knows what I could have done with that business. Could have made $1 million. Who knows? But same thing, I'm very happy that I moved in the direction I did, and I wouldn't go back and change anything. So with that, kind of a shorter story for today. It's like 7 minutes, but other than that, have a good day. Tune in for tomorrow's story. Tomorrow's story, I'll give you guys a heads up. You tune in. We got broken collarbone. That's an interesting one too. So have a good one, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. T Green Man Freestyle. Here we go. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're gonna build that tribe. Let's go. One time on the mic. Can't forget where I riding the bike. Remembering the days when I couldn't go where I'd like. The day to night, everything I'm looking for when the stars is bright on my time, in my rhyme. Turn a nickel to a dime without committing a crime. I'm swimming deep in the slime, you wanna stop me. Can't stop T on my game, living cause it's properly. These people trying to react robbery. In my game and they can stake the slobbery. When they take away the same game, everybody come around and build a mainframe. In my stuff they acting lame, but the way they maintain, I'm going hard like the thoughts of my brain. I can't lift up the stain, out the carpet is getting dirty. On my mind, the way it's hit, they trying to work me, can't work T. I'm from AZ, the land of the heat. And the game trick or treat for your own defeat. I'm coming. Can you hear my lyrics drumming? I'm strumming like I'm on the guitar, coming real fast like I'm hitting a sitar. Don't know what I'm doing too. Out the game I'm coming hard with my mind turning red to blue. I never knew where I'd go with my mind straight, hitting the game is straight crazy while I'm making a flame. You feel the burn? Go ahead and take a turn in my head in the ways I concern. I'm on my mind with this stuff, I ain't going. I'm tired of hearing the suffering I yearn. I'm taking, ain't breaking, ain't shaking or quaking underneath my feet. I'm going hard, hit the game and repeat. There's no deceit every time that I come and critique. It's like a beat trying to beat me down. Straight, go for my crown, you straight living my sound. There ain't no way you can take, This is one time on the mic, look at me, one time and I'm hit when I write, This is a freestyle, straight hit this up. One time on the mic, you know why you up. I never had enough. I'm sitting back cause I'm buff. I'm going hard cause life can be rough. I straight come like the stick, straight beat a drum. I get up and then I make a hum. You don't know what I do because you never been there. All you see is a nice white boy, skin fair. Don't understand that I came from straight bare. I had nothing.
I know what it's like, straight disgusting, straight rusting on the ground, like everybody straight beating me, dusting. Had people but not believing, deceiving, achieving everything, and my wife is grieving. I'm trying to get mine, blowing up like I feel it in my mind, in my spine, and I'm going on my grind, still aligned. Cause people tried to bind to remind. Now I'm here to go it off like I'm paying a fine. See the sign looking up in the sky. I'm going hard on the mic till the day that I die. T Green Man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like. Leave a comment. Come on, man. Let's build this people, man. 100 subscribers. Let's do it. 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it. 1,000,000 subscribers. Let's do it.